Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll. We get ready to set these drivers loose here in just a few more moments as it's the League of Outlaws. Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions IMCA Street Stocks ready to rock and roll here from the beautiful Limaland Motorsports Park. These drivers are ready to rock and roll. The IMCA Style Stock Car Series is about to get underway as these drivers are ready to go to battle. They're ready to duke it out here all evening long from the beautiful Limaland Motorsports Park as these drivers get ready to rock and roll. They get ready to hop in here and go to battle in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in. Yo, my boy Jason Gunnels coming in showing the love, says, yo, what's up, Jason? What's good, my boy? Tayden says, I'm running street stocks. Let's go, Tayden. That's what's up right there, brother. That's what's up right there, running some street stocks as well. That's always a good time. The dirt street stocks are the place to be here in iRacing, and we're going to see some crazy racing action here in this one as these drivers are going to get ready to go to battle. They're going to get ready to duke it out in this one. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see some crazy action here all evening long as, man, some great names in here, some big drivers, a lot of very good street stock runners weekly that we see in a lot of different leagues here in this one. So it's going to be a lot of fun, going to be some great racing action, a big field of cars, and a lot of fun to be had here in front of us. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you guys know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button as we're going to get ready to rock and roll here in just a few more moments with our qualifying, I do believe. Qualifying, yes, qualifying, and then right into the heat racing action. Dean says they are so fun. They are very fun. I am in here, says Jason Gunnels. I see you in here, brother. I see you in here. Let's go, my dude. Let's go. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Hey, girls, says Maddie Fletcher. What's good, Matt? Matt coming in showing the love. Ricky Chandler with the let's go up in the chat. Let's go, Ricky. Ricky with the heart reaction. Matt Fletcher with the heart reaction. Aiden Schulte with the heart reaction. Papa Mike coming in and dropping that like in the share. How are you, Papa Mike? Papa Mike up in the house. How are you, Papa Mike? Tayden Jenner with the like on the stream. Jason Gunnels with the like and the share coming in, showing the love here in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're off to a hot start here in the first couple minutes of the stream. Make sure you keep smashing those reactions. Keep hitting that share button. Hit that gosh heckin' comment button and pop out a bunch of comments. A lot of comments and everything else help the stream grow more and more and more. We could reach like 300-400 comments every single stream would be absolutely insane. That's what we're always looking for, is that, you know, 200-400 comments to really help the stream grow more and more and more. And then obviously, you know, 50-60 reactions every single stream. That is what we're hoping for on a nightly basis in any one of our streams. So if you want to help us out, smash that heart reaction on the stream right now like Mama Bear just did. Susie Dickinson coming in with that heart reaction. Hit the share button like League of Outlaws just did. Hit the follow button and hit that subscribe button if you're watching over on YouTube, as we're going to get ready to set them loose. We're going to get ready to go to battle here in just a few more moments as these drivers going to jump out onto the racetrack here for their qualifying efforts. They're going to get 2 laps to go to battle here in this one. Jackson Johnstone says, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. Yes, sir. Boogity, boogity, boogity is right. Mama Bear says, hello, my boy Aaron. Hello, Mama Bear. How are you coming in? Showing the love here in this one. Brycey Bear, Bryce Dickinson coming in, smashing the thumbs up on the stream as well. How are you, Brycey Bear? How are you, my boy? Braden A. Villa coming in with that like on the stream as well. How are you, Braden? Charles Kobe Barnes, what's good, Charles? Charles, how you doing, brother? Charles coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. Mitchell Maynard, my boy Mitch coming in, showing the love with the heart reaction as well, says, what's up, Aaron? Wish I was able to race right alongside these fellas. I know you do, brother. I know you do. I know you want to be out there with these guys. Unfortunately, you got to work. Sometimes you gotta work. Sometimes, unfortunately, you can't play all the time. Sometimes you gotta work hard to play hard, and we'll see you back out here next week for the next big races. Oh my god, I don't know what I just hit, but I just Let's go back into full screen here real quick. Chat, I don't know why I just decided that I didn't want to be in full screen, so let's make it full screen here for us. There we go. That's a little bit better. As you see these drivers jumping out onto the racetrack, they're ready to rock and roll. They're ready to go to battle here in this one. Qualifying underway and in full swing as right now. Quickest here in qualifying is Jamie Massey. Second quickest is this 29 ride. That is Lane Phillips out there on the racetrack in the House of Speed. Papa Mike Promotions, number 29 ride. Jared Murphy, James Murphy, Chad Puderbo rounding out our top 5. Jason Gunnels, Trevor Doyle, Matt Perrigan. Hopefully I'm saying Matt's name right. I'm probably getting it completely wrong. Pergin. Hopefully Matt Pergin. I'm probably murdering it. Dakota Danu, Matt Tag Hone coming in the 10th position there in qualifying as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 1. As Bryce Bear says, I've been too busy playing Warzone. I'm a little rusty. Play a Warzone! Bryce Bear, what are you doing playing Warzone when we got racing action to do, brother? We got racing action here. And you're out there playing Warzone? What in the world? Anthony Karf with the share on the stream. Becky Williams Floyd coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream as well. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button as Pridgin. If I'm saying it wrong, break it down a little bit more for me. Pridgin. Hopefully I'm saying it right, Matt. Hopefully I'm saying it right. I'm probably still murdering it. Some last names, I'm all over the place with it. As we're going to get ready here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that follow button as we're going to get ready. Heat race number 1 is on the racetrack. And starting on the pole in the next level racing, House of Speed, Papa Mike Promotions, number 19, that is Jamie Massey. To his outside in the 1 ride, and that is the extended warranty machine of Jared Murphy, and down on the inside, a row number 2. In the 20P is the DWR JREI Racing I flag. Number 20P, that is Chad Puderbo to his outside. In the 024 NOS Energy ride, that is Trevor Doyle. Starting in position number 5, that is Dakota Danu into his outside. In the next level racing, House of Speed, number 84, that is Bryce Dickinson. John Quill Jr. in the 7 ride in the Adrenaline Racing Cocky Floyd Consulting ride right there with Johnny Nolan, Chris Cox, Thomas Levister, AJ Huntsinger, and Jackson Johnstone bringing up the rear of the field as we start our first heat race of the evening. And quickly, it's Jamie Massey. Out in front is Massey. Down the backstretch into quarter number 3, nice and easy out of quarter number 4 as Massey's going to lead lap number 1 here at Limaland Speedway. Jared Murphy right there in position number 2. Then you see Chad Puderbo there in position number 3. Then Trevor Doyle there in 4th. Bryce Dickinson up into position number 5 here as Bryce trying to work himself up into the top 4 here. And then you see the 7 ride there of Johnny Nolan. Sorry, I called the 7 ride of Johnny Nolan John Quill Jr. earlier. John Quill Jr. is actually in the 2-4 ride. The 24-7 is actually the 24J machine of John Quill Jr. The QPR Papa Mike Promotions 5-6 Graphics number 24 J ride right there as John Quill back out onto the racetrack. Good to see Johnny out there as he continues to beat and bang as Bryce Dickinson up the racetrack. A little bit of contact. Bryce Dickinson unfortunately sliding backwards. Here's some heavy damage on the 84 ride as we're going to see the first caution flag fly on the evening. Bryce Dickinson up into the outside fence here as he's going to get a little help. Johnny Nolan right underneath of him here as looks like Bryce may get the wall coming out of corner number 2 here. We'll get a good look at it right here in that 84 ride as looks like he's just going to unfortunately get super tight wash up the racetrack right into the outside fence. A hard lick right there for the House of Speed Warrior Raps number 84 ride. Then you see the 7 get right underneath him. Unfortunately, couldn't get checked up quickly enough, and it's going to help him up into the outside fence here again for another hit. And then Johnny Nolan, he's got a lot of drivers right there on his back bumper as he's trying to hang on to the 7 ride. John Quill Jr., the 46 machine of Dakota Danu, all right there trying to avoid hitting the 7J, but unfortunately, John Quill Jr. is going to get a good piece of him there. So we'll stack him up, rack him up, and get ready to go here for our first restart of the evening. Pridgen, Hopefully I'm saying it right. Pridgen. Sorry, you're good though. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Screen went black. Oh no, Brycey Bear, the screen went black. That is the worst place to be on the racetrack, right through the middle of the quarter. Screen goes black. Nothing you can do except for hang on and hope that you don't get up into the wall or taken out or anything else. You can try to get out of there without hurting anyone else's race. Luckily enough, not a lot of drivers collected in that one as we are back to green flag racing. And quickly, Jamie Massey out in front. Here's Massey continuing to lead the way here in heat race number 1. Jared Murphy right there in position number 2. Chad Puderbo and Trevor Doyle rounding out our top 4 here in this one with Johnny Nolan. They're in position number 5. Dakota Denu. They're in 6. John Quill Jr., Chris Cox, Thomas Levister, AJ Hunsinger, Jackson Johnstone rounding out our top 11 with Bryce Dickinson. Unfortunately parked down pit side as the white flag has been displayed. So one more time around here for Jamie Massey. He's out of corner number 4. He's going to see the checkered flag fly. Jamie Massey, Jared Murphy, Chad Puderbo, Trevor Doyle in our top 4 as our top 4 will transfer. Everybody else will unfortunately be going to the consolation races. Hopefully we'll be able to see Bryce Dickinson back out there on the racetrack for our C main and B main. If we do have to see 2 consolation races, hopefully we'll see him in one of those races trying to work himself into the show here in just a little bit. As man, that blows. Hopefully you can redeem yourself in the last chance qualifier. Yeah, hopefully he can. Brett Beavers coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. My boy Ron Sky 24 Gaming coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream as well. Donnie Levister with the like. League of Outlaws coming in with the heart reaction. Matt coming in with the like on the stream as Pridgen. I'm gonna murder that a million times tonight. I already know. A Pridgen. Carson Cherry coming in with the share. 2 Fat Guy Sim Racing Promotions coming in with that heart reaction and the share as well. My boy Anthony Karp with that share on the stream. Becky Williams Floyd coming in with the like as well as we get these drivers stacked up, racked up, and ready to go. Heat race number 2 on the racetrack. It is the NLR House of Speed number 29 of Lane Phillips and James Murphy bringing up the front row. Jason Gunnels in the 428 of Matt Pridgen. They're in position number 4. Matt Dagoon, Carson Cherry, Braden A. Villa, Robert Floyd, Glenn Townsend, Christian White, and Aiden Schulte bringing up the rear of the field as heat race number 2 is underway here from the beautiful Limaland Motorsport Park. Quickly, Lane Phillips looking to jump up and slide over the nose of the number 65 of James Murphy. Murphy gonna look down low on the inside of the 29 ride, but out at corner number 4, leading lap number 1, it's Lane Phillips. So Phillips out in front here in heat race number 2 as hang on to it Jason Gunnels trying to keep that 2 ride pointing in the right direction as the TNT Racing number 2 machine getting bounced around there a little bit, unfortunately now on the outside of a transfer spot looking in. Carson Cherry though up into position number 4, already picking up 2 spots here in the early runnings of this heat race as hang on to it Lane Phillips. Oh, Phillips almost going around right there behind him. James Murphy gonna get sent down into the infield. No caution flag as of yet. No caution flag on the racetrack as the 29 rider Lane Phillips still somehow staying out in front with Matt Pridgen. They're in position number 2. Here comes Jason Gunnels and Braden A. Villa as we're gonna see the caution flag finally come out in this one. So the caution flag finally coming out here. James Murphy trying to hang on to his ride as 65 ride gets into the back of the 29, just kind of jacks him up. We'll take another look at it here as just unfortunately looked like Lane got a little loose there. I don't know how far backwards we just went, but down through quarter number 3 and 4, out of quarter number 4, the 29 ride looks like he gets a little bit loose, maybe right there, maybe a little shot in the shorts from the 65, then he's going to get into him again here, kind of get right underneath of him, jack him up. You see that rear end start to lift up, the 0-2 sideways back there as well. No caution flag there for him as Lane trying to hang on to it, the 65 trying to get checked up. Here comes Carson Cherry hard into his back bumper, up into the air there, goes that 226, and unfortunately for James Murphy, just trying to hang on to that ride as the caution flag comes out there for the 65. As we stack them up, rack them up, we're going to get ready to rock and roll here. Heat race number 2 back in action as the green flag back out into the air for Lane Phillips. Phillips quickly back onto the lap pedals. Here comes that 428 ride. Matt Bridgen is bridging right there in position number 2. Carson Cherry missing a front bumper, possibly quite a bit of damage on that QPR number 226 ride as he's holding on to that 3rd position. And here comes the TNT Racing Cocky Floyd Consulting number 2 ride of Jason Gunnels down to his inside. They make a little bit of contact. Gunnels up into the outside fence. Here comes Braden Avila. Avila gonna look down low, trying to figure out a way to get around the 2 machine for that 4th and final transfer spot as Lane Phillips out in front looking to just try to run away with this one. Matt Bridgen right there in position number 2 with Carson Cherry there in 3rd, and Jason Gunnels barely able to clear that number 25 as the white flag has been displayed. We'll keep an eye on here our 4th and final transfer spot as Jason Gunnels by inches has the advantage down through quarter number 3 and at a quarter number 4 for the final time here in heat race number 2. Gunnels in that final transfer spot. Lane Phillips picking up the win with Matt Perrigan there in position number 2. Carson Cherry, Jason Gunnels rounding out our top 4 as everybody else is going to be going to the last chance qualifiers. We'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go for our consolation race. These drivers going to get loaded into the sim and looking to try to pick up a win and punch their ticket into the show. I'm not sure how many people, looks like 10 cars, 10 drivers will punch their ticket into the show here. That means 5 drivers will unfortunately have to go home. So 10 will make it through, 5 will be joining the fans in the stands here for this A main feature event. Bobby Murray coming in with the like on the stream. Braden Carter coming in with the like as well. Heather Jones coming in showing the love with the like on the stream. Brett Beavers coming in showing the love as well with the thumbs up. Heather Jones with the exclamation mark followage with the 1,137 days of being a follower here on PeaceMaker Gaming. Absolutely insane, Heather. Absolutely insane. 1,137 days of being a follower here on PeaceMaker Gaming. That is crazy. That 428 is looking sharp. Awesome throwback Alan Johnson theme from NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. That's where it looked kind of familiar. All right, we're going to get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button if you're watching over on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button as we're going to get them ready for our first and only last chance qualifier. It's Johnny Nolan and Braden Avila on the front row. Matt Taghoon and Dakota Denu. Glenn Townsend, John Quill Jr., James Murphy, Chris Cox, Robert Floyd, Thomas Levister, Aiden Schulte, AJ Hunsinger, Christian White, Jackson Johnstone, and Bryce Dickinson bringing up the rear of the field as we are green flag racing here in our one and only last chance qualifier from Limaland Motorsport Park. And quickly Johnny Nolan out in front as it's a dogfight back there throughout the rest of the field. 2, 3, 4 wide throughout the pack as drivers try to work themselves up into the show here as Bryce Dickinson trying to make some early moves here. The 84 ride looking to work himself up towards the front as hang on to it. One driver down to the infield. It's the 13 ride, unfortunately. Matt Taghoon going backwards here. Down 10 spots as the 13 ride. On the outside of a transfer spot, now looking in as here comes Bryce Dickinson. Working down low, some contact though. Around goes Dickinson. Dickinson gonna get turned around again, and the caution flag is gonna fly here for the first time in our LQC. As Bryce Dickinson unfortunately just running out of room out there on the racetrack as the House of Speed, Papa Mike Promotions, Warrior Raps, number 84 ride. Down low here, looking for a good run. Unfortunately, just washes up, gets into the 0-2 ride. Over to go for Aiden Schulte as he gets into the side of the 84 ride. And some pretty good damage there for Bryce Dickinson as he'll have to try to reenact that, try to get that 84 ride back up inside of a transfer position. As we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. Absolutely nailed someone on accident. I feel bad. Just felt like I had nowhere to go. Yeah, unfortunately nowhere to go there as he got into the back of James Murphy. I'm sure James didn't appreciate it, but he's got another chance here as we see him out there in this last chance qualifier, currently in the 8th position, knowing that he has to work himself into the show right here as he's going to try to follow the gunslinger AJ Hunsinger right on through, possibly to the front of the field. But some great drivers there at the front of the pack is Braden Avila and and Johnny Nolan are going to bring us back down to the green flag. It's out of quarter number 4. The green flag back out into the air for the 7 ride of Johnny Nolan, as Nolan out in front, Brayden Avila right there in second, and the dogfight continues back there behind him. Right now, Robert Floyd in the 0-2 ride, hanging on to that final transfer spot as we see another driver turned around, and the caution flag will come back out. So the caution flag going to come back out, and this one, I do believe that was John Quill Jr. in the 5.6 Graphics QPR number 24 J machine going around here as we will take a look and see what happened here. Unfortunately, to the 24 J ride is QPR JR1 machine just going to get some contact down through 3 and 4, and yeah, just unfortunately slides that rear end right over the nose of the 22 ride. Nowhere to go there for Levister as he gives him a shot in the shorts, and unfortunately right in that far right-hand corner of that right back bumper, and unfortunately that just jacks him up and spins him around over to go for the 21 ride as the Habanero Gummy Bears number 21 gets a big piece of them there. So we'll stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing. Johnny Nolan still out in front. My boy Jason Gunnels coming in with the share. Chad Puderbo with that heart reaction on the stream. Rob Stefanski coming in with the like. Michelle Ann coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream as well. Joe Kellen, DeVaries coming in, says, let's go, Johnny. I hit a Murphy brother. Oh, God, says Carson Cherry. Yes, you did. You hit a Murphy brother. Unfortunately, it was James Murphy that you got a piece of as we are back to green flag racing here in this one. Johnny Nolan back out in front in the green flag conditions, looking to try to run away with this one as Brayden Avila, Dakota Denny right there behind him. Chris Cox down low here as they're 3 wide right there behind him. AJ Hunsinger, the gunslinger, right there in that middle position as here comes James Murphy trying to work himself up to the front of the field. AJ Hunsinger right there in the mix, though, in the 33 ride as he's up to the high side trying to roll that outside groove in. Here comes Bryce Dickinson. Bryce Dickinson up and around the outside of the 3 machine of Aiden Schulte. That's going to put Schulte on the outside of a transfer spot, and Bryce Dickinson into that 10th and final transfer into the show. Robert Floyd right there to his inside as we see Murphy get up into the outside wall. Murphy in the wall here. It's going to get tight down into quarter number 3. Dickinson had to get onto the binders, and here comes Schulte. Schulte's going to get a little piece of the 0-2 ride, and around they go. The caution flag will come out as Robert Floyd and Adrian Schulte unfortunately coming together here in quarter number 4, and the caution flag is going to come back out. We'll get another look at it here. See the 65 ride up in the outside fence. Bryce Dickinson really had to get onto the binders there. The 0-2 ride, I don't think realized that they were almost 3-4 wide right there, and unfortunately the 3 machine of Aiden Schulte just sends it in there a little bit too deep, and as he sends it in, he gets right into that left rear quarter panel, right into the left rear tires there, and unfortunately just spins the 0-2 ride around over to go here for Bryce Dickinson. Might get a little piece of that one and help the 0-2 ride go all the way around, but I think no matter what, the 0-2 was going for a spin right there, and so wasn't the 3 machine. So we'll stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing as my boy Andrew Willis coming in, showing the love with the heart reaction. Joe Kellen DeVaries coming in with the heart reaction as well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 2,700 million people up in the chat right now watching these drivers go to battle. If you haven't already, jump into the comment section. Let us know who you're cheering for. Who do you want to see down here in Victory Lane and get their opportunity in this A main feature event? And make sure you hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit that share button. If you're watching over on YouTube, hit that gosh heckin' subscribe button as we are back to green flag racing. The green flag quickly back out into the air here for Johnny Nolan as Nolan shot out of a cannon looking to run away with this one. Brayden Avila right there in position number 2. Dakota Daniel there in third with Glenn Townsend right there in position number 4. AJ Hunsinger and that number 65 rider James Murphy duking it out door to door here for position number 5 as 65 going to slide right up there behind him in that 6th position. Chris Cox, Thomas Levester, Bryce Dickinson, and Christian White in that 07 ride. He's in the 10th and final transfer spot as the white flag has been displayed one more time. Down into quarter number 3, nice and easy. At quarter number 4, it is the 7 ride of Johnny Nolan picking up the win in the last chance qualifier. Braden A. Villa, Dakota Denyu, Glenn Townsend, AJ Hunsinger, James Murphy, Chris Cox, Bryce Dickinson, Thomas Levester, and Christian White are the top 10 to punch their ticket and work themselves into the show. Matt Dagoon, Jackson Johnstone, Robert Floyd, Aiden Schulte, and John Quill Jr. All unfortunately on the outside looking in. They will not make it into this A main feature event, as we're going to get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go. Our A main feature event is about to be unleashed here at Limaland Motorsport Park, as we're going to get the overlay to work perfectly here in this one. We're going to get this set up and ready to go. Feels Bad Buddy coming in, showing the love, says let's go, let's go. Feels Bad Buddy coming in, showing the love here in this one, as we got 30 laps of racing action here in front of us. Mama Bear with the exclamation mark followage with the 648 days of being a follower here in PeaceMaker Gaming, here in the PeaceMaker Gaming family. Oh my gosh, 648 days. Grady Ehrman says, good shit, Johnny, out there on the racetrack. We have Jason Gunnels coming in with the exclamation mark followage as well with the 600 days of being a follower here on PeaceMaker Gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we get them stacked up, racked up, and are ready to go. 18 of the best dirt street stock drivers here in iRacing, ready to rock and roll, ready to go to battle, as it is the IMCA Stock Car Series, ready to rock and roll here for the League of Outlaws. This is the final race of this series. Their next season is going to get underway soon, so if you want to join, let me know and we can get you in here for the next series. And starting on the pole, it's Jamie Massey. To his outside, that's his teammate Lane Phillips, Jared Murphy, Matt Paragon, Chad Puterbo, Carson Cherry, Trevor Doyle, Jason Gunnels, Johnny Nolan, Braden A. Villa, Glenn Townsend, Dakota Denny, James Murphy, AJ Hunsinger, Bryce Dickinson, rounding out our top 15, as we're going to end all the anticipation with our feature presentation, as we are quickly green flag racing here in the beautiful League of Outlaws IMCA Stock Car Series. Is out in front, Jamie Massey leading lap number 1 here in this one. Lane Phillips right there in position number 2. Jared Murphy right there in 3rd, as Matt Paragon there in position number 4, and looking for more as Chad Puterbo trying to roll that bottom lane, but here comes the NOS Energy 024 of Trevor Doyle hooked up on the high side here. Some contact between the 20P and the 024 there. Saw Chad Puterbo get up in the air as they are 3 wide back here, battling for position number 5 on the racetrack. The 20B thinking better of that one, as he's going to slide up behind the 024 ride and trying to keep this a little bit more single file up there on the high side. He's now got Jason Gunnels right there to his back bumper, Braden A. Villa right there, and Johnny Nolan, our last chance qualifier, there in position number 10. James Murphy, Dakota Denyu, Bryce Dickinson, AJ Hunsinger, the gunslinger, there in 14th. Chris Cox in 15th. Glenn Townsend, Christian White, and Thomas Levester bringing up the rear of the field here in this one. Is out in front, Jamie Massey continuing to lead the way, as Massey out in front trying to show these drivers how to get it done, as Lane Phillips there in 2nd. Jared Murphy there in position number 3 is the top 3, starting to break away from the rest of the field here, as Matt Paragon there in position number 4, and looking for more here is the 024 ride with the slide jump right over the nose of the 428. You can't pull him closer than what Trevor Doyle just did, and he's going to get one back in 3 and 4, but he's going to cross him over. The 024 of Trevor Doyle on his way to the front of the field, up into position number 4 and looking for more. Matt Paragon back to position number 5 as Johnny Nolan now works himself up into the 6th position. So from the last chance qualifier, almost up inside the top 5 here in this A main feature event. Carson Cherry trying to roll that inside lane. Here is the 226 ride back there at 7th. Jason Gunnels in the TNT Racing number 2 machine. They're in position number 8 with James Murphy back there in the 9th position. And Chad Puderbo trying to hold on to position number 10 as he's got Dakota Denyu and Bryce Dickinson right there trying to get to his outside. The 46 ride going to make the passes. Here comes Bryce Dickinson. He's going to shove it up there as far as he can go. I don't think he can go much higher than that as he's trying to beat down the outside wall, trying to get to the outside of the 20P machine, but Chad Puderbo wasn't going to try to give that spot up or that high side away here to the 84, but Bryce Dickinson going to try to battle back strong as here comes the gunslinger, AJ Hunsinger, right there in position number 4 and looking for more. Chris Cox, Christian White, Thomas Levister rounding out the field as Braden A. Villas took in the 25 ride down pit side, so a heartbreaker there for Braden A. Villas. Out in front, Jamie Massey continuing to lead the way. Massey out in front showing these drivers how to get it done. Lane Phillips right there in position number 2. Jared Murphy in position number 3 is our top 3. Broken away from the rest of the field, 1.5 seconds back here between the 1 ride. Back to our 4th place driver, Trevor Doyle, and Doyle's got 1.5 seconds back to our 5th place driver in the 428 ride. That is Matt Paragon as we see one driver hard up into the fence. That was Jason Gunnels. Gunnels with some pretty good damage on the right-hand side of the TNT Racing Missile Chassis number 2 ride. He's sliding backwards here, unfortunately, in this one. Dakota Denyu in the 46 ride, the Speed Ranch QPR machine right there trying to slide up into position number 9 on the racetrack. But here comes Chad Puderbo and Bryce Dickinson, both going to pull the trigger on some sliders, some contact. Is there 3 wide down into corner number 3, nice and easy. Out of corner number 4 is, oh, he's going to split the middle. Bryce Dickinson right down to the middle side here is what a battle brewing back here for the 9th position on the racetrack between Bryce Dickinson, Dakota Denyu, and Chad Puderbo. And now here comes AJ Hunsinger and Chris Cox as they try to work their way into that battle. Bryce Dickinson gets up into the outside wall ever so slightly right there as these guys continue to battle. 3, 4, 5 wide off of corner number 4 there, 5 wide for a split second through corner number 1 and 2. Jamie Massey is loving that as everyone's burning their stuff up. He's about half a track away from hitting all that lap traffic. Lane Phillips right there with him in position number 2 is the NLR House of Speed Rides, currently sitting in that 1st and 2nd position. The Papa Mike promotion machines looking very, very strong here in this one. Jared Murphy having himself a good run as you see the 2 ride of Jason Gunnels. Looks like something happened to the 2 ride, and we are going to see our first caution flag of this A main feature event fly. So we'll take a look at it here, almost 5 wide again, and unfortunately Jason Gunnels looks like he may get some contact here as down on the bottom side, everyone trying to battle for every spot. Looks like Chad Puderbo unfortunately just going to kind of pinch him down there, going to come over his nose there ever so slightly on corner exit as that purple and white ride just cuts over the nose of the black and white ride there. Is going to get him sideways on the racetrack, and then unfortunately nowhere to go for Christian White as he's going to get into the side from there and help him go around. And a heartbreaker right there for the TNT Racing number 2 machine as we will jump right on board here with Jason Gunnels and see what Gunnels sees from the cockpit of this 2 ride as he's trying to hang on to this ride, trying to keep it pointing in the right direction. Unfortunately, just nothing he can do down the back straightaway there as he gets spun around in the first caution flag. As we stack him up, rack him up, we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're enjoying the show, if you're enjoying the racing action, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Jamie Massey, Lane Phillips, 1 and 2. Nice and easy as it looks like we're going to get 1 more lap added on here as the paint truck going to roll back out onto the racetrack. So we're going to get them all stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here once again. John Quill Jr., my boy John Quill coming in showing the love, celebrating that 2-month anniversary of being a part of the PeaceMaker Sub Club. Corey Grimsley coming in with the like on the stream. Matt Tangoon coming in, dropping that follow. Jeff Brown coming in with the like. Jason Massey, AS Photography, coming in, showing the love as we are back to green flag racing. 3 wide back there for position number 2. Jamie Massey, though, out in front as Jared Murphy trying to work himself up into the picture as once again they're 3, 4, 5 wide back here, deeper in the field. What a show these drivers are putting on for us. Bryce Dickinson once again trying to work himself up as around goes the 07 ride. A hard hit right there for Christian White. Nowhere to go for the 23 machine of Glenn Townsend. See Chap Puderbo tied up in that one as well. The 20P collected in that, as I do believe no caution flag on the racetrack yet for that one. There we go. Caution flag finally going to come out here as wowzer, some heavy hits deeper in the field there as Christian White unfortunately going to go over the nose of somebody here and up towards the outside fence. You see them 3, 4, 5, almost 6 wide there. Out of corner number 4, and then right here, just a little bit of contact. Oh, he hits the infield tractor tire. Loses all momentum. Nowhere to go for Chap Puderbo. Nowhere to go for the 22 or the 2 ride is Levister getting in there. The 2 ride of Jason Gunnell's in there. Here comes Townsend hard into the side of the 07 ride. The 428 also collected in that one, as well as Matt Paragon getting collected pretty hard right there. We'll take another look at it here. Let's see if we can get another look at this one. A little close-up here on what happened here with the 07 ride. It's just some very good, hard racing out there on the racetrack, trying to get every inch he can. Unfortunately, gets a little too low. Hits that infield tractor tire and then just stacks them up, and unfortunately washes up the racetrack right over the nose of a couple other competitors on the racetrack. As we'll stack them up, rack them up. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing as Jamie Massey continuing to lead the way here in this one, as Massey has been the reflection of perfection here in this one. He's led every lap so far, and he's looking to try to continue that trend and pick up the checkered flag. First race back and getting killed, laugh out loud. Yeah, you didn't miss much, John. You didn't miss much, brother. Unfortunately, the car looked good out there on the racetrack. It looked good to see you back out there as well, my dude. What's up, buddy? What's up? You know what's up. Just enjoying some amazing racing action, enjoying the boys out there on the racetrack and these amazing IMCA stock cars that the League of Outlaws have put together here for these drivers to run. As a little bit tougher of a car here, a little less power, a little harder tire compound to make these things handle more like an IMCA stock car. So not quite the same as what the real thing is, but they try to get them very, very close as we see Carson Cherry go for a big slider, get up into the outside fence there, as that was the 515 ride of Chris Cox that he was sliding up and over here. So now here comes the number 46 ride of Dakota Denu right there in that one, as well as here comes the gunslinger AJ Hunsinger. He's gonna throw a slider, some contact. Bryce Dickinson almost going around there over the nose of the 515 as, man, the racing action deeper in the field here. I don't know how we haven't seen 15 cautions already as they continue to dice it up and beat and bang as there goes the 33. Nowhere to go. Bryce Dickinson gonna get turned around. Carson Cherry collected in that one, and we get a parking lot here in quarter number 4. It's a bit of a parking lot right there. These drivers all stacked up, and unfortunately the caution flag is going to come back out as the 33 ride, initially the first driver to have some issues here in quarter number 3 and 4. As take a look at it here, you see the 33 up on the high side. Looks like he's going to get a shot in the back bumper from the 226 of Carson Cherry. Cherry trying to get checked up. Bryce Dickinson trying to cut down underneath of him right into the side of the 33 right. Nowhere to go for Johnny Nolan. Nowhere to go for the 22 with Thomas Levister. Chap Puderbo getting into another one. Chris Cox and Jason Gunnels getting in there, as well as Gunnels gets right underneath of that 515. Some damage there again for the 428 ride as a bunch of tore up race cars here once again, as we'll jump right on board here with Bryce Dickinson and see what Brycey Bear sees from the cockpit of this 84 ride. As Bryce down low is going to get a great look as he goes right into the side of the 33 ride right here in front of him, and just nowhere for him to go, and then he's just hanging on for dear life as he gets beaten around there, and unfortunately a bunch of damage on the 84 ride once again, as we'll stack him up, rack him up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing. How you been, bro? Jason, Mr. Massey coming in showing the love. I've always been doing good, brother. I'm always doing good as we are back to green flag racing. Jamie Massey getting the green flag back out into the air here in this one as Massey leading the way as the laps continue to get clicked down, lap by lap by lap. We get closer to the checkered flag is down through quarter number 3 and out of quarter number 4. We're going to see the twin sticks. 2 more laps left to go here in this one for Jamie Massey as Massey out in front trying to pick up the checkered flag. Nice and easy down through quarter number 3, down and out of quarter number 4. We're going to see the white flag fly one more time around for Jamie Massey to pick up the checkered flag here in this one. Massey down the backstretch for the final time here at Limaland Motorsport Park. Nice and easy through quarter number 3 and out of quarter number 4. It's all Jamie Massey as he is the reflection of perfection as he picks up the checkered flag here in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up here for the 19 ride as Jamie Massey gets it done and picks up the win here in the final race of the League of Outlaws IMCA Stock Car Series as he's going to pull it up onto the front stretch here as the showstopper getting it done and picking up another win here in this one. Lane Phillips, his teammate in the House of Speed NLR Papa Mike Promotions ride right there in position number 2 in the NOS Energy. 024 a Trevor Doyle coming home there in position number 3, but it's all Jamie Massey as he gets it done and parks that ride up here on the front stretch. What a run, what a drive here in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you enjoyed that racing action, hit that like button on the stream right now, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube or Twitch, hit that subscribe and hit that follow button over there on the other channels as well. As man, what a race and what a run here from all of these drivers. Right now we got 21 followers in the stream right now, 7 people that are non-followers, 7 people right now that are watching that don't follow our stream. Make sure, jump into the chat right now, exclamation mark notify or exclamation mark followage, and it'll let you know if you're a part of the PeaceMaker family already, as you don't want to miss the action here in any of these broadcasts. Make sure you hit that follow button as you want to be a part of the PeaceMaker family as we continuously keep on growing and growing and growing day after day after day as we're going to get ready to jump up into the broadcast booth with our race winner, our feature winner here this evening. Jamie Massey going to wait patiently here in the Discord as we're going to get ready to pull him in for his post-race interview. Hey Jamie, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. Take a copy.
I got you, brother.
Jamie, my boy, what a run, what a drive as you were the reflection of perfection as you parked the 19 ride once again up here in victory lane. Not a super stacked field like we normally see a run in, but still a lot of very good competitors, including a few of your teammates. You had Lane Phillips right there on your back bumper, right from the drop of the green flag, right down to the checker flag. Lane was right there ready to pounce if you made a mistake. Unfortunately for him, you never slipped up. You never really made a mistake out there on the racetrack to give him an opportunity to jump up there and try to take this one away from you.
Yeah, man. The way they got these things set up, they drive a lot different. So you gotta, like in practice, I think I was like third or fourth fastest, trying to get used to how they drive. And once I kind of figured it out, I knew it would be all right. Qualified the pole there, won our heat race, and put us in a good position. I think with so much air in the tires, it's kind of hard to pass unless you're just throwing bombs and parking on people. So I just knew if I stayed out front and kept her in one piece, we could turn her up the last 5, and we'd be hard to beat.
Absolutely, definitely tough to beat here in this one. And so you guys put down some crazy fast lap times out there on the racetrack. You guys were out in front putting on a show here, you and Lane, as you guys were pulling away from the rest of the field. Jared Murphy was right there with you for a little while. We saw Trevor Doyle break away from the pack there, but everything else back there behind you was a bit of a wild card as we saw some crazy racing action, a lot of 3, 4, 5 wide at times out there behind you guys as everyone was duking it out. You guys were pulling away at the front of the field and just cruising here this Sunday evening, but man, oh man, oh man, you still had your hands full with a couple late race restarts, knowing that you had some very fast drivers right there trying to knock you off the top spot, man. What was going through your mind through those final caution flags, knowing that you had to hit these restarts perfectly to keep Lane Phillips, Trevor Doyle, Jared Murphy, and James Murphy back there at bay?
Yeah, like I was, me and Lane was talking in Discord. I knew he wasn't going to throw anything crazy. These cars, they had 20 something pounds of air in the tires. I mean, they're like riding around on balloons. So it's kind of hard to throw a slider and not park. And so, you know, we were just trying to get 1-2 there and get out of here. Like I said, it'd have been rough if we'd had to come through the back of the field and try to make it up through there. I mean, it's just, you know how it is, man. It's so hard in a fixed setup race to win, let alone, when the tire pressures and stuff like that's all crazy. It was pretty cool to run something different like that. You know me, I enjoy fixed setup. It separates the stern wheel holders from the race car drivers. But yeah, man, that was fun, something different.
Absolutely, a lot of different things here with the League of Outlaws and the Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions. They put on these pretty crazy events, pretty crazy setups there, and as you're talking, quite a bit of a different setup with a lot of tire pressure in it, trying to make these tires seem like they're a lot harder, like an IMC stock car usually runs, and a couple other things to adjust these rides and make them more of that IMCA style. Did you feel that in these cars? Did you feel like maybe it was more of a IMC style other than just a regular, Camaro street stock that you would run a baseline setup with?
Yeah, man. No horsepower. They take the power, what little power they already had, they take it out, add weight to them, blow the tires up more like what kind of air you'd run in a street stock or in an IMCA car. Uh, they also run in second gear. I mean, there's a lot of variables play into it at the same time as I look at it as just forget about what setups in there, forget about what you're driving. It's a fixed setup. We're all on the same one. We're all on the same racetrack, and it comes down to who holds the steering wheel a little better than the other person. And I had 4 or 5. This is another thing I want to speak on, man. I had 4 or 5 people there message me in that race saying, "I don't know why we showed up because you're here." Well, with that mentality, you're always going to lose to me. So, there's a lot of people that are better than me, and I've never beat before I get on the racetrack. And if people get that out of their head, they'll be good. They'll be going forward one day. But I hate when somebody tells me that. That drives me crazy more than anything.
Absolutely. You want to be able to show up to a racetrack and know that you're racing against some of the best in the business out there and know that you have an opportunity to show what you got, show them what you can do out there on the racetrack. Whether or not you win or you lose, at the same point in time, it's a very good learning experience. You can go back, you can look and see what, yourself or Lane or any of the other very, very fast drivers in the series are doing out there on the racetrack a little bit differently than what you're doing, or even open up that bit of word of conversation and being able to kind of communicate with the faster guys and see what they're doing, see if they have any tips or tricks that they want to share with you to maybe help you out a little bit and get you pointed in the right direction or get you a little bit quicker. Where the next time that you load in together, they're not going to be, you know what, he's here, I'm not going to win. It's going to be, he's here, I'm going to try to beat him this time.
Yeah, man. It all comes with seat time, but you're only as good as your competition, and I preach that a lot, to my guys, and they race with me every day, and it, I know sometimes it sucks for them guys who are learning to have to race. I mean, I've been on this sim 7 years. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to be good, but every time I load in, I learn something new. So when it becomes a time when you're not learning anymore, and you need to move on and do something else. Like I said, I learn something new about every day that I play the sim or every time I load in. And there's a lot to be learned out there. Racecraft goes a long way, and you're always learning the racecraft, man. I want to get out of here. I'm sick as hell. I want to thank everybody over at NLR, House Speed, Papa Mike's Promotions, Mama Bear, my biggest fan out there, Tunnel Vision by Hackney, Grip Hackney Live, all the Dickinsons, and Lane for Racing Me Clean there, and League of Outlaws for putting this thing on. And we'll see y'all next week.
Absolutely, Jamie. We don't want to keep you any longer, brother. Hopefully you feel well, and hopefully picking up the win here in this one makes you feel a little bit better here to finish off the evening. But we'll let you get out of here, brother. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the great run, and we look forward to seeing you back out on the racetrack in the next one.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our race winner, Jamie Massey. Massey picking up the checkered flag and parking that number 19 right up here in victory lane. Let's see those checkered flags fly in the chat right now. Let's see some checkered flag emotes up in the chat. Let's see you guys spam the checkered flags here for Jamie Massey as he picks up the checkered flag, as we're going to get him stacked up and ready to go here as our second place finisher, Lane Phillips, coming home here in position number 2. What a run and what a drive here for our second place driver, as we're going to pull him up into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Tell Dylan to leave them hooker headers at home. Oh my gosh, he's got the cheats. No, I'm just kidding. Dylan and the boys, the NLR rides, man, they are very, very fast. They are very tough competition in anything that they get into, and especially these dirt street stocks, man. They've been they've battled themselves. It's awesome to see them coming together now. The HOS and the NLR team coming together and making things happen. There is these guys always put on a show for us, and they're always so fast out there on the racetrack. But this one being fixed setup, it's not about the setup. It's about the it's not about the setup shop on the side of the car. It's about who's behind the wheel, who's got the talent, who can hold the prettiest wheel out there on the racetrack, keep the car pointing in the right direction, and keep the foot in the throttle to be able to pick up the checkered flag. And here, Jamie Massey and Lane Phillips showing that they not only got the speed, but they got the talent out there. They keep a lot of very fast drivers back there at bay, as we'll get ready to pull our second place finisher up into the broadcast booth. My boy, Rich Murtaugh, coming in, showing the love. Rich coming in with the like on the stream. Josh Floyd with that like as well. Greg Michael Deacon dropping the thumbs up. John Quill Jr. with the like. Corey Grimsley coming in with the like. Matt Taghoon, welcome to the PeaceMaker family. Welcome to the PeaceMaker crew, coming in, dropping that follow button. Jeff Brown, Jason Massey, all coming in, showing the love here with the reactions here in this one, as well as we're going to get Lane up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Lane, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Sir.
Man, a good run and a good drive here for you as you get that 29 ride. Early on into that second spot, as you gotta follow the leader there for a little bit, right on the back bumper of Jamie Massey for a lot of laps here, waiting patiently, hoping for maybe a mistake or just cruising right there behind him, knowing that it's a NLR House of Speed 1-2 there at the front of the field for a lot of laps. But late in this race, you get a couple caution flags. You weren't gonna throw anything huge out there. You weren't going to throw a way out of the ballpark slider on the 19 ride, being teammates and everything else, and always running each other clean and being respectful out there on the racetrack. But if he made a mistake out there, you were right there ready to pounce. If he slipped up, you were going to poke your nose in there and try to make something happen.
He would have had to slip up big. It was hard with the way that, like James said, this setup they got. I mean, it's cool. It's different. It was hard. There's no bottom. You weren't passing nobody on the bottom unless you're throwing a haymaker. He'd had to. The only way I think I could get around him, he'd had brakes right front on the wall, and that's not going to happen with him. He's damn near perfect every time. And I told him, I said, I'm not going to try anything. A couple of them restarts, I'm like, get up so we can get going and get out of here, because I knew what they were doing. I was looking in my mirror and seeing some of the haymakers that were thrown behind us.
Absolutely. The racing back there behind you guys was absolutely amazing as they were battling 3, 4, 5 wide throughout the field there. Some big sliders, some big moves out there on the racetrack, but it was all behind you guys in the rearview mirror as you guys had your mind. Focus on the checkered flag here in this one as you bring it home 1 and 2 here for the NLR crew. Lane, who would you like to thank for another good run, another strong performance here as you come home right there in the second spot with a lot of very fast drivers back there behind you?
House of Speed, NLR, Papa Mike's from Ocean, all the Dickinsons, Miss Susie, all of them over there. Tunnel Vision by Hackney, Heartland, Harley Davidson's, that's it. And you for broadcasting, man, in this league. I think it's the World, is it Outlaw? What is it? League Outlaws. It was unique. It was different. I enjoyed it and had a lot of fun.
Absolutely, brother. Well, we look forward to seeing you back out there in the next one. Maybe next time, getting that one spot up on Jamie Massey and parking the 29 ride back up here in victory lane yourself.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our second place finisher as Lane Phillips coming home here in position number 2. What a run and what a drive right there for Lane Phillips as we're going to get ready to pull in our third place finisher. Trevor Doyle coming home here in position number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up here for our third place finisher here in this one. The 024 Trevor Doyle coming home in position number 3. We're going to pull him up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Trevor, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. Take a copy?
Yes, sir.
Trevor, what a run, what a drive as you were able to work yourself up 4 spots here on the racetrack, up inside the top 4 in a quick hurry. You go to battle, you go to war here, trying to figure out a way to get around that one ride of Jared Murphy. As you guys duked it out, unfortunately, Jamie Massey and Lane Phillips just in a different ballpark here this evening, a whole different league, as they were hooked up and gone here right from the drop of the green flag right down to the checkered flag. But you were right there, ready to pounce, ready to make a move if anything happened there in front of you, as you were able to jump up into that third spot. Man, take us back through this race and how you got it done.
Oh yeah, it all started off there in practice. You gotta see where you're able to run and whatnot, and then we did a track change, which kind of messed everything up. So it all came down to qualifying after that, and you got to do good in your heat as well. And feature, it was a dogfight, but as soon as I was able to get up there to fourth, I knew I had a chance as soon as the caution came out. So I threw a haymaker down on the one car there, and I feel bad because it was not the cleanest one, but you got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely. You got to do what you got to do, as you're able to pull that number 024 ride up into position number 3. Trevor, who would you like to thank for such a great run and great drive here this evening?
AS Photography for sure, for taking all the pictures after the races. He's a big guy with us. Aiden Schulte. Two fat guys for sure. You here at PeaceMaker, all the fans that come out and watch. League of Outlaws and AJ Hunzinger for sure for doing all the practice sessions he did, and we went through a heck of a deal. I think we did roughly 14 races within the last 2 days just to make sure everything was perfect.
Absolutely. These cars were hooked up. They were absolutely on fire, as we saw some great battles around the racetrack. Right from the front of the field, right to the back of the field, we saw them 3, 4, 5 wide out there on the racetrack. A lot of action back there behind you. I don't know if you took a peep into that rear view mirror, but you had some great battles going on back there behind you. Some big haymakers, some big moves from a lot of drivers slipping and sliding and moving around the racetrack. It was some great racing action back there, as you guys were able to start to pull away and show us how to get it done up on the high side here, as you guys were single file and gone early on in this race, and back there behind you was absolute dogfight.
Yeah, I wasn't able to look at my rear view too much. I was part of race control tonight since we didn't have anybody up there, but so I had to keep an eye out on everything. But once we were green flag, there wasn't really any looking back. What was behind me was behind me, and I was looking forward to 99% of the time.
Beauty. Well, Trevor, a great run and a great drive here for you in this one. Hopefully we'll see you back out here in the next one, maybe a couple spots better and up in victory lane yourself.
Yep, and if anybody wants to join, www.looracing.com.
Absolutely. We are starting the next series here in just a little bit. The next I don't know if he's going to start right off in 2 weeks from now with the next set of series for the stock cars here or not, but hopefully he gets them out there on the racetrack as quickly as possible. Hopefully we can fill this field up and have a absolutely stacked field of dirt street stock drivers, as I know there's a lot of dirt street stock drivers that love to get out there and duke it out and battle here. Each and every one of them like to show up and show out here like you guys did this evening. Trevor, congratulations again on the 3rd place finish, and we look forward to seeing you back out there on the racetrack in the next one.
Yep, our next season starts in 2 weeks, so our last season mod race is next week at Kokomo.
Beauty. Well, we look forward to it.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. Have yourself a great night.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our 3rd place finisher, Mr. Trevor Doyle. As Doyle coming home here in position number 3. What a run and what a drive right there out of that 024. Huge shout out, Moose Tree Gaming coming in, showing the big love here in this one. Moose Tree coming in, dropping the thumbs up on the stream. Lane Phillips coming in, showing the love with that heart reaction as well. What's good, Laner? Lane coming in, showing the love here with that heart reaction. Moose Tree. I've known Moose Tree. I follow Moose Tree Gaming for a very long time. A very big creator over there on Facebook, and an absolutely amazing guy. Part of the fellow native. I'm here in Ontario. He's out west. Him and Marmar Gaming, a couple of native creators that I follow, and everything else is it's awesome to see him up here in the chat. It's pretty cool that we're getting pumped out to some bigger creators like Moose Tree, and hopefully we can keep on getting pushed out to more and more people, more and more creators, and continue to expand PeaceMaker Gaming more and more and more. Mitch coming in with the League of Outlaws website as well. I appreciate that. Mitch coming in, showing the League of Outlaws website. We'll actually pin that so you guys don't have you guys don't lose that there. Hopefully that'll stay there for the remainder of the stream. As Papa Mike coming in says, awesome broadcast by PeaceMaker Gaming. You the goat, Papa Mike. You the goat, my boy, coming in showing the big love here in this one. Mama Bear says, awesome job, Aaron. You are the best. I appreciate you, Mama Bear, coming in showing the love. Jason Massey says, good show, 100, baby, 100. That was a great show. These guys put on an absolutely wild event, man. These guys put on a great race and a great show here for us, right from the drop of the green flag right down to the checkered flag. This was nonstop great racing action, and if you guys missed it, don't worry, you can go back and rewatch it at any point in time here on Facebook or over on YouTube or over on the Twitch channel as well. Unfortunately, Twitch, they get eliminated after, probably a couple weeks or so. Facebook, they stay on for about 3 months. YouTube, they should stay on there forever. So if you ever want to go back and rewatch this racing action, make sure you go over, drop us a subscription on our YouTube channel, as we always look to keep on growing more and more over there on the Red site. And if you want, make sure you hit that subscribe button over here on Facebook or Twitch, and hit that members button over there, the join button on YouTube. Become part of the PeaceMaker Sub Club today and gain yourself a little bit of exclusive content. And we're going to get into some pretty crazy real life content here. We actually just bought our first mobile camera for doing vlogs and everything else, so the content for that is going to expand. We're going to try to get a few more. We're going to try to get a bunch of buddies together, start creating some pretty crazy content. We're going to be doing some hide and seeks at different areas, different cool places here in Ontario. We're going to do some hide and seek videos, probably some mini putt stuff, some dirt racetrack stuff, where we're going to go to some local tracks here in Canada once they get back up and going, maybe some go-kart stuff, and a bunch of other things as well. We just want to pump out a bunch of real life content and continue to grow and expand our business more and more and more here on PeaceMaker Gaming. But listen, thank y'all for tuning in on this one, an absolutely amazing race. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in with all the love here in this one, all the likes, the comments, the shares, any of the new followers or subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys all back here tomorrow evening for some more Dirt Street Stock action, as the Dirt Street Stocks will be back in business tomorrow night for the Monday Night All-Stars. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see you guys all back here tomorrow evening. Peace out, baby. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.